Hello family and friends, this is Rob, the Sapper Gardener out with SK1, Sapper Kid 1, and we're just doing some pre-spring work out in the garden. We cleared some beds, we filled up a couple of 100-gallon grow bags, so let me turn you around so you can see what we've done. So we did 2 of the 100-gallon grow bags over here. This one's filled, and we'll do okra in it later. But for now, it's got radishes, and this one has beets in it. So those should come out within a few months, just in time to start adding in some okra, some peppers, some tomatoes, and whatnot. Come on, buddy, close the gate behind you. And we still gotta fix these beds, which I'm not quite sure what we're gonna put in them yet. But over in this area, we've been clearing out weeds and cleaning up the beds, and we're using tomato rings kind of as spacers, but also to help with the weeding. We laid down a layer of cardboard and then mulch, and cleared the mulch away where we put the rings and pushed it back in. And over in this area, aside from our garlic, we've planted early peas over here, along with some carrots that are already in the beds, and snow peas in these beds in this area. So we still got a lot of clearing to do, especially the fence line back there. There's a lot of poison ivy, which SK1 and Mrs. SG are allergic to. So we'll just keep at it until we get things looking the way we want it to. We got some leftover boards, and we've got some leftover wood, plus some broken down pallets over there. So let's see what we can do with those. And you guys might have glimpsed the truck, which is full of wheat straw bales, which we are planning to do a straw bale garden. Me and Mrs. SG have discussed it, so I'm not sure if we'll put it next to the chicken coop and the sunchokes back there. I actually plan to put it over in one of the wet areas to build that up and let that water help break down the straw bales, and then just top it off with more straw bales once that happens. But we're up in the air now, so we'll decide that this weekend and move forward. We got some leftover boards, and we've got some leftover wood, plus some broken down pallets over there. So let's see what we can do with those. I would not be the Sapper Gardener if I did everything the best way the first time. Where am I at? So I'm gonna go ahead and finish assembling the frame. I've started on it yesterday, and hopefully I'll get it finished today so that we can get the straw bales in and I can start treating them. All right, family and friends, this is Sapper Gardener back again, and I took for granted that all straw bales are generally the same size, dimension, but some of these are actually longer than others that we've done, and what I'm officially calling the ugliest straw bale frame in history. I'm going to turn you guys around, let you take a look. Everything used on this, aside from the nails, is stuff that I had left over from other projects, roofing project, the new chicken coop, and at one time what was going to be closed in storage area for the chicken supplies. But let me take you guys around so you can take a look at it. So we have several of these Tough Tex panels left that I used to hold the material in, and we've got some 3/4 by 4s, some 4 by 4s, and I split some 2x4s for the framing on the inside to attach it. And I've got some others here that I'm going to use. I think it's solid now, but I'm going to use the extra pieces just because I have them and go around, especially the end pieces. The end pieces are just connected by those 3/4x4s. So I'm going to run another 3/4 by 4 inch there, and in between these gaps here, attach them to the split 2x4s on the back. So I'm going to go run to my trusted source for straw bales. This is supposedly herbicide, pesticide free, which we're taking their word for it, but they're local. So I'm gonna run get that, fill in this gap, and I'm gonna call this project a success. Gonna dump some nitrogen rich fertilizer in it to help it break down. Know we've got some green sand, Texas green sand, and some alfalfa meal, so I'll probably use that, but I'm going off of information I got from a trusted source, CB's Greenhouse and Garden. So I may go back and look at his videos again to see what he used, and if I can access that, I'll get that to use on this project. And then I'll water it in good, and then if Mother Nature doesn't give us rain tomorrow, we'll water it. And I believe he did fertilizer every other day, but watered it every day to get it prepped. So let me run grab this hay bale, finish this up, and then get to some other projects. All right, so the great straw bale gardening experiment is underway. So we've got our straw bales in here in our bed, and we're watering it in. I'm using a alfalfa meal, Texas green sand. Oh, where am I at? I'm using alfalfa meal, Texas green sand, and worm casting mix for my fertilizer. I haven't double checked Mr. CB's mix yet, but if it's drastically different from what I put in here, then I'm sure that day 3 and on I can go ahead and I can switch to that. But I'm gonna go with this. I actually use the alfalfa meal and the green sand in my compost pile to help them to break down faster. So I figured it would work for the straw bale garden bed also. So this garden bed has 12 bales in it. It's approximately 16 feet long by 36 feet wide. So once it's conditioned, hopefully it'll do good, and we get some good vegetables out of it. It's kind of an odd place, maybe not odd. It's next to our big wood chip pile, one of our compost piles, and the chicken coops over there. So if push comes to shove and we ever abandon the straw bale, we can either turn it into another compost pile, or we can fill it with conventional sands. It's actually pretty sturdy. I don't know if it's as sturdy as Mr. CB's, but I don't think it's going to fall apart anytime soon. And it's actually mounted to the fence right there also. So I'm going to finish watering it in. Hopefully tomorrow Mother Nature waters it for us, so I don't have to come out here after work. But if I do, I do. So I'm pooped, had dinner, ran a bunch of errands, did a bunch of yard work. So I'm going to finish this up, go in, take me a shower, and get ready for that 3 o'clock wake up in the morning. So as always, this is Rob, the Sapper Gardener, representing Essayons Family Garden, saying God bless our great country America. God bless you wherever you may reside around the world. God bless your garden, your allotment, your homestead, that you have bountiful harvest, your kitchen to have wonderful meals, and your family to have health, prosperity, and success. So from Essayons Family Garden, this is Rob. Sapper out.